good morning. Hi, my name's Rachel Andrews. Welcome to Everyday Athlete. On this week's video, we're off on a little adventure. I'm down in Devon for a party this evening for my friend Tim's 50th birthday. Happy birthday, Tim. And so I'm taking the opportunity to have a little explore on Dartmoor and find a spot I've been thinking about for a while. So I've got a little bit of a walk, which I'm not going to treat you to my heavy breathing. I'm going to go up across one tor, maybe a second one, have a little look, see if we can find a settlement that's marked on the map, and then go and find a dip, have a bit of breakfast and make it back down in time for a cuppa at my friend's house. Oh, where's the sun? Well, I've made it up that first sharp incline up to the first tor, and now that I've come between the rocks I can see the next one. I'm just going to poke my head out, but it might be a bit windy for you, so we may come back to chat just here. So the next one I'm heading for, you might be able to see there's a fence in the foreground and then there's a seam of rocks in the background. Yeah, a bit windy. So I'm heading over towards that seam of rocks, and then I'm looking for a little path where I'm going to head down, because that's where the water's going to be, surely. And I'm looking for a couple of little lakes, I think. So, well, a bit of a voyage of discovery before breakfast. Also really good to have that fairly athletic walk up the hill before I get in for a dip, because that means my blood and my body is already nice and warm, rather than just the heat from inside the car with the heaters on. Actually pumping the blood around, doing some kind of exercise beforehand is going to stand me in good stead, because it's been a couple of weeks now since I got in the water, and being up on Dartmoor, it's going to be pretty chilly, I think, when I get in. I'm guessing it'll be somewhere around, I don't know, 5 or 6 degrees, and I think the last time I went in the water it was around about 8, so double trouble. Still got a warm drink, got a bit of breakfast, and I'm hopeful I'm going to have a bit of fun. Let's go and find out. Well, I've just walked back over to where I dropped my bag, and I've spotted something that is really Dartmoorish, and I've never seen one before. It's not a pony, seen plenty of them, but it is a letterbox. Let's have a little look in here. So, welcome to Henry, Monty, George and Lily's letterbox. Right, I'm going to take this down, just put it on the ground where hopefully the contents won't blow away. Let's have a little look in here. How exciting! Almost like a little geocache. I think it is kind of Dartmoor's geocaching. Right. There's a colouring book. Hello, Henry, Monty, George and Lily. We're Jennifer, Rafe and Kit. Oh, so some people have made dropped something off and also left them a little note. What else have we got in here? Some other bits and bobs, a few pens. And this looks like, yeah, so this is like what people fill out when they spot it. Oh, how lovely. Maybe we'll write something. See if we can find something that will work. I'll write on the colouring book. What I don't know is if there is a map of these, or whether you just happen across them. I might have a little look into that, and if I find out the answer, I'll pop it in the YouTube description below and drop a link in, because that seems like quite a fun activity. In my eagerness to get down low and close to the water, I inadvertently thought I was going to be able to walk straight down to the water, which would be between the hills, but I've run into a bit of a problem. Barbed wire. So I am genuinely going to have to refer to the photo that I took of the map on my phone to find myself a route down. I can hear moving water, so it's definitely down there, and I can hear loads of ducks quacking. Just can't get to it at the moment. So a bit more heavy breathing action as I walk uphill, but don't worry, I'll save you from that. And then hopefully a downhill to a footbridge where I'll be able to assess the situation. Thanks for hanging on in there. Well, coming through a gate and looking at this path, I think I'm probably on the right one. I think the ones I was following before was maybe they were maybe animal tracks. Let's go on and find the water. I am glowing. As you can see, I've already had to take off my changing robe as that was unsuitable for the level of body heat I'm generating. God, I can't wait to get in that water. Right, crack on. Well, I found some water, and although there's kind of fencing across and obviously something down below, which is probably to stop people kayaking, there is this little door. So I'm going to go through and hopefully find my way to the swim spot. That might be an option for a kind of standy-uppy jacuzzi. But I'm quite interested to see what's up above it, because I think that's going to be a better place. Not so sure I fancy scrambling in over mossy rocks, so do our best to keep it as safe as possible. Well, this bit looks a little bit squidgy, but there's some more falls up there, and it looks like less weed, because I guess it comes down with the flow. Weed or reed, or not sure what it is, but I don't want to get tangled in that, or even float in across it. But too tickly for me today. Let's head up there and see what we can get. Oh, this looks a bit more promising. Very little foliage in the water. A couple of ducks, looks quite clear. I've had a walk along this little walkway here. I say walkway, it's probably a bridge or something. And also the other choice is a little dip down here in a pool in front of some tumbling water. Either look good to me. Have a little bit of a wander around and see which suits for today's short dip. Look at my little red face. Oh, it's warm. What an absolute treat. This is absolutely lovely. I mean, flipping heck. It took my breath away, but what a view. And inside, looking into the water, it looks golden. Maybe it's kind of a little bit peaty, but it's clear, but kind of dark at the bottom. It's really unusual. Absolutely beautiful. Fancy a trip over there for a quick look at the waterfall? I bet when this is in flood, it is wild here. Oh, I can't get very close because the rocks are just underneath the surface. But I'll dunk my head for you because I know that's what you're waiting for. I think I'm going to go backwards. That is refreshing. Oh, what a way to start Easter Saturday. Well, better not stay in too long because it really is somewhat chilly, and yeah, I've got breakfast to have. Just having to scooch along the bottom here because it's a little bit shallow, but I'll try and show you the colour looking downwards. I'm not popping your face in the water today because I dropped my camera a minute ago and I think I might have damaged the back, so to make sure that I don't just totally mess up the camera, I'll keep it a little bit dry this time. But sorry about that. Next time, must try and better on not being quite so clumsy. Come on, let's go get some breakfast. Wow, blimey, what a treat that was. That was super. I was expecting it to be a nice little dip on Dartmoor, but that was lovely. Wasn't very deep. Would have liked it a little bit deeper, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. And also, of course, the sun came out, and that's a blessed relief, given how chilly my bum feels at the minute. Right, now we're going to find a little spot for a tiny bit of breakfast. Well, I think this looks as good a place as any. I've got a little tree to lean up here. I'm sitting on my changing mat, and I'm right next to the water, next to a little clapper bridge. So yeah, about to tuck into the hot cross buns that I made with Laura last night. When I say buns, I mean bun, one bun. Look at this bad boy though. Look how shiny it is. Bit of a combination of Mary Berry's version plus what I remember my gran doing to the top of them. They took quite a long time to make. Laura did insist that I should check out the recipe, and I did, and I thought I'd seen it needing improving and needing improving. I thought that was fine. No, I assumed it was an extra lot of proving to what I was expecting, so this thing better taste good. Let's take a look. Well, obviously I've buttered the inside, so let's take a look at this. That is absolutely delicious. No wonder the house smelled so good last night. Cheers, and happy Easter if you celebrate it, and otherwise happy long weekend. What a spot for my breakfast. That's all gone. Better start and wend my way back up those two tours to get back to the car and back over to Laura's, ready to well, try to scooch myself into some kind of party clothing. That's going to be it's going to take a bit of a clean up, isn't it? What a brilliant morning though. And I was just thinking there while I was eating my hot cross bun, actually I could quite easily have had a skinny dip there, but well, aside from saving yourselves that view, I was slightly nervous somebody might walk along, but I've just seen very few people here. It must be one of the quieter nooks of Dartmoor, or I'm out a bit earlier than other people, but I don't think that's right. That's what I love about Dartmoor. It's full of little nooks and crannies and there's water everywhere, and so you can find somewhere to dip, so long as you're happy with it not being super deep and the fact it might be moving. You can find them literally everywhere you turn. What a swimmer's paradise this place is. Well, time to pack up and get strolling back up that hill. Oh, I just want to sit here a bit longer. Nope, gotta go. That's been a hot little climb back up that steep bit. Now to do between the tours, up around the tour, and go find the car. I will be needing a shower after this. What a little hamster. Well, that's me almost back down to the car now and on my way to Partyville. I hope you've enjoyed this week's video, and if you have, you'll give it a like, drop me a comment, and really hit that subscribe button. I'm almost at 12,000 followers and I'd love it to reach that target this week. Anyway, I'm looking forward to more adventures with you soon, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Here's another one.